Okay. Hi, hello, and welcome back, everyone, to Slow Damage. Last time we were helping at a really, really nice soup kitchen event. We met all our friends, and then we went to a bar, looked at beautiful art, but last and not least, we were kidnapped and almost like mutilated. Well, can you say that? We were cut, by some freak whose art we just admired before becoming art ourselves. And now we just kind of like walked out of there. We man just kind of was like, meh, this happened. And it's just walking back home. I mean, he lives at a clinic, so that, I hope, I'm really hoping that he at least gets it checked out at the clinic, but I'm pretty sure that he doesn't. So let's see. When I arrived at the clinic, I went upstairs to my apartment. Already a good start to getting that wound checked out. Inside, the TV that I had left on had been switched off. Probably Taku again, probably. My clean laundry was sitting folded on the sofa. Oh my god, Taku's mom. And I got the sense he tidied things up while I was gone. Oh god, why does he do that for us? I don't understand. Like, my mom wouldn't even do that. My mom, if I asked my mom to do that and I wasn't in hospital and like unable to move and do stuff for myself, she would not even look at me. She would be like, why? Why would I do that? This is so weird. Okay, whatever. I pulled off my coat and flung it over the back of the sofa. Then I switched the TV back on and flopped down on my back. White noise, let's go. I grabbed the pack of cigarettes off the coffee table and lit one. My hangover had persisted since I woke up in a stranger's house, and it ached with every heartbeat. Yeah, not surprising. Slowly, I exhaled the cigarette smoke and lifted my arm into view. My brand new mystery cut was still oozing. I mean, if it heals, well, when it heals, right? You wouldn't even see it because you have so many cuts and bruises. But it's still oozing. That's, well. I thought back to the strange apartment filled with nothing but plants. What kind of weirdo lived there? As curious as I wasn't going to go out of my way to find out. Why, though? Why not? What? Yeah, like you have so many kick-ass friends, Like you can actually do shit when the police doesn't. So why are you just like so blah about it? I'd only taken a couple of drags, but nevertheless I pinched my cigarette between my fingers and put it out in the ashtray. My body felt like lead. I draped one arm over my eye. Then I wandered into the darkness behind my eyelid. Well, let's be fair. He probably still has the other lid, right? Sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. There you are. I heard my door open, followed by a loud, cheerful voice that stabbed into my eardrums. At least, now I didn't have to wonder who it was. God, this music is so nice. Alright, I lowered the arm I had draped over my eyes and looked in the direction of the voice. It's Best Man! Oh my god, it's both best guys! Ray and Taku are standing there in my room.
ちょっととは、昨日はあれからまっすぐ家に帰ったの？ていうかお昼よ、お昼。
Listen, here, Towa, did you go straight home after you left last night? And it's noon, by the way. Ray set his large tote bag down on the coffee table with a thud. He was probably worried. Taku walked over to the sofa and crouched down to check on me.
具合が悪そうだな。大丈夫か？
You don't look good. You okay?
二日酔い。
Hungover.
なるほど。
Gotcha. Have you not seen the cut on my arm?
昨日も飲みまくってたものね。いつものことだけど。
You sure drank a lot last night, just like every night, I guess. With a catty quip, oh god. With a catty quip, Ray pulled out a series of plastic containers and set them on the table. Apparently, they were here to eat lunch with me. Oh, the friends. I love them. Whenever Ray cooked for us, we would always eat it up here. Oh, Ray's best boy. I'm telling you. This is so nice.
今日のメニューはトマトハンバーグカレーよ。
Today, I made ground beef tomato curry.
お、なんだか洒落てるな。
Ooh, sounds fancy.
そう？時間がなかったから簡単にできるものにしたんだけど。お皿と飲み物の準備お願い。
You think so? I was short on time, so I just kind of threw it together. Could you get us some plates and drinks, please? Relatable. That's curry is the one thing you can always make when you have absolutely no time.
わかった。
You got it. Taku rose to his feet, walked into my seldom used kitchen, and fetched us a bunch of stuff. Plates, forks, spoons, and bottled drinks.
ありがとう。ほら、トアも起きて。食べるわよ。
Thanks. Come on, Toa, get up now. It's time to eat. Oh, hungry. At Ray's prompting, I slowly sat up. My head still ached, but not as bad as earlier. I'm kind of on a self-imposed diet at the minute because, like, I have a skin condition. What's it called? Neurodermitis. I'm gonna look up what it is. Anyway, I'm on a self-imposed diet where I'm not even allowed to eat clementines, even though it's the season. Oh, God. And I was like, I haven't eaten clementines. It still got worse. She was like, well, what have you eaten? I was like, grapes and bananas. And she was like, yeah, well, bananas are full of sugar and grapes are still bad. So try leaving them out of your diet for now. No processed stuff and only fresh stuff without any additives and stuff. I was like, okay, you know, I don't necessarily eat processed stuff, but still horrible. Like I can't have my banana shake that I'm used to every morning. You know what I mean? It's horrible. Anyway, I'm sorry for the tangent. It's just, this is making me hungry, alright? At Ray's prompting, I slowly sat myself up. My head still ached, but not as bad as earlier. Ah, delicious! I love it! Oh, with hamburger and random spargel. Okay, well, then he served up his ground beef tomato curry, and we were ready to eat. Oh, delicious.
いい匂いだな。
Smells delicious. Looks delicious.
でしょ？それじゃ、早速食べましょう。
I know, right?
いただきます。
Well then, let's all dig in. Oh, the friends. I love them. Ray picked up a spoon and started eating. Taku took a bite, then immediately looked at Ray.
うまい。
This is great.
でしょ？
Totally.
トマトの酸味が効いてるな。
The acidity of the tomato packs a punch. All right, art critic.
そうなの、そうなの。トアはどう？
Right? Exactly. What about you, Toa? Oh my god, he's actually eating. We actually get to see him eat. Ray shot me a hopeful look, so I picked up my spoon.
ちょっと待て。トア
Hold on a minute, Toa. He saw my arm. Let me eat first, you know? We man barely eats. So just let him eat first and then talk to us, please. But before I could take a bite, Taku stopped me. Ah, Taku.
それ。また怪我したのか。
What happened there? You got yourself hurt again? Well, it wasn't my fault this time. Well, it still kind of was because I passed out in the alley. But anyway, I had the fresh cut on my arm.
ああ、ちょっと。
Yeah, kinda.
見せてみろ。
Let me see it. Spoon still in hand, I offered him my arm. He took it and gingerly pulled it close.
切られたのか。
Did she get stabbed?
いや、
I
わから
don't
ない。
know.
わからない。
How can you not know? You don't know?
気づいたらこうなってて、包帯も巻かれてた。
I mean, I get that you get cuts and bruises overnight and then you wake up and you're like, what? But not a gash like that. It just sort of appeared overnight, all bandaged up.
包帯？どういうこと？
Bandaged? What do you mean?
昨日ルースとの帰りに道端で潰れて。
When I was walking home last night, I passed out on the street.
やっぱり。
God, I knew it.
目が覚めたら知らない部屋にいた。
And when I woke up, I was in some random condo.
え？
Wait, what?
お前、そ
Are
れ
you
は
serious? I'm so glad he's so blah about everything that he's also not, you know, hiding shit. You know, whenever he's asked, he's actually answering. Glad about that. The two of them stared at me, wide-eyed.
え、知らない部屋ってどういうこと？
Some random condo? Like, what does that even mean? I think heya, what they said, means room, though. So some random room. Like, what does that even mean?
そのままの意味だよ。
Exactly what it sounds like.
誰かに連れ込まれたのか？他に被害は？
So, someone brought you there? Do you have any other injuries?
何も。
Nope.
ベッドに寝かされてこの傷ができてた
I
から。
woke up lying in bed with this cut on my arm, and that's it.
それって泥酔してわけがわからないうちにやられちゃったってこ
Wait,
と？
so somebody had their way with you while you were blacked out? And that somebody wasn't me?
いや、何もされてない。
No, nothing like that. My ass is fine, bro.
意味がわからないんだけど。
They didn't? I'm completely lost. I would have. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, what are we talking
つ
about?
まり酔いつぶれて目を覚ましたら知らない部屋のベッドに寝ていて覚えのない怪我をしていたと
So you passed out on the street, then woke up in a stranger's bed with a cut you don't remember getting?
その部屋は全然覚えがないわけ？心当たりも？
And you didn't recognize the place? Like, at all? Not even a little? It was full of plants, so it wasn't yours, right?
No.
Nope.
部屋には誰かいたの？
Was anyone there when you woke up? Nope.
誰も。
何
For
それ？
real?
なんだか気持ち悪い
That's
よ
like
ね。
kind of creepy.
怪
Kinda.
我だけで済んだからよかっ
I'm
たけ
glad it
ど。
wasn't worse. Nobody's asked whether there's like a name on the doorbell or something like that. I mean, there wasn't. But still, like, are we like going over, staking this place out? You know what I mean?
お前本当に気をつけろよ道端で寝込むなんて襲ってくださいって言ってるようなもんじゃないか
You need to start being more careful, Toa. You pass out on the street and you're practically asking for these folks to do things to you. I mean, yeah, but also, I mean, it happened, so could we maybe stay on topic for now? They both seemed incredibly worried for my safety, but not me. Yeah, noticed. I forgot. Okay, if I got raspberry, then I got raspberry. Well, I mean, what an attitude.
よし食べたら早めに戻ってトアの怪我の処置をするか
Alright, once we finish eating, let's head back early and tend to this cut.
オッケー。
Roger, Dodger. You know, I'm currently rewatching Criminal Minds. There's so much horrible stuff that can happen to you. So much incredibly disturbing stuff. And Toa, I think he's not really understanding the situation right here. Raspberry is very different from consensual stuff. Even if you don't enjoy the consensual stuff, it's still different. Just saying. And so the two of them started eating at lightning speed.
俺は別に後ででも。
I can probably wait until. But before I could finish, Ray whipped his head around to glare at me, his mouth full of curry.
何言ってるの？とは前にも傷を放置して化膿させて熱を出したことがあったじゃない。小さな怪我だからって甘く見てると危な
Don't
い
be
のよ。
stupid, Toa. Remember that time you let a wound fester and ended up with an infection? For your own safety, you have to take it seriously, even if it seems totally minor. Yeah.
特にとわはそういうのいい加減なんだから。どうしてできたのかわからない怪我なんて怖いし、ちゃんと治療した方がいいわ。
Seriously, you're so freaking lazy about it. It scares me that you can't just wake up one morning with a cut and not know how it got there. You need to get it treated. Also, besides that, right? Toa is Toa, right? But like, he passed out right in front of the bar. He's not the only one who would pass out there. So I feel like you should also notify the bar that stuff like that is happening around there, so they know too, and they can like notify the patrons and stuff, because it's obviously not a one-off thing. This was planned, right? I mean, aside from my assumptions that it's probably the artist guy, like it's gonna happen again. He was starting to sound like my mom or something. I shrugged. Yeah, you definitely have parents in them. Not you have a friend in me. It's more like you have a couple parents in us. But also friends. Alright, let's see. Work. Shigoto.
さあ見せてみろ
Now then, let's take a look. Thank you, Taku. I'm so glad. After we finished our food, we briefly boarded the exam room before the clinic reopened in the afternoon. Oh. Wait. Thumbnail. Oh, wait, actually. Look at his arm. Horrible. I don't even want to know what his past was like. Jesus, must have been terrible. Taku took my arm and carefully examined the cut.
これは刃物ナイフでやられ
This
た
incision looks like it was made by a knife or some kind of blade. You know, I've been kind of picking on this fact that everyone is taking care of Taku, Wee Man, even though he's like not really giving much back or doesn't seem very appreciative. He does have a side to him which kind of like makes you want to take care of them. Like aside from the obvious, aside from the obvious, it's still, he kind of has something about him where you're just like, I want you to be happy. Come on, man. Let me just do something for you so you can smile. You know what I mean? He kind of has something about him that, yeah, makes you want to take care of them.
刃物切られたってこと？やだ、怖い。
What? So you're stabbed? Oh my god, that's awful. Ray frowned as he peered at my wound from behind me.
怪我としては大きいものじゃないからすぐに治るだろうけどな。お前本当に覚えてないのか？自分で切っ
It's
た
a
とかじゃ
fairly
なく
small cut, so it should heal up in no time. Are you sure you don't remember how it got there? Did you do it yourself? What?
切ってない。
It wasn't me. Not this time. Taka used a pair of tweezers to gently rub a cotton ball soaked with disinfectant against the cut, which began to sting. Once the wound was disinfected, he slathered ointment onto a strip of gauze and pressed it against my arm, using tape to secure it in place. Then he wrapped a bandage around it.
これでよしっと。大丈夫だとは思うが何かあったらす
There
ぐ
you
言え
go. You should be all set now. But if you need anything else, let me know, okay? Right. Yeah. He will let you know, definitely. He's never asking for help. I mean,
飲むのはいいけど、本当に気をつけてよ
God,
ね。
Toa, like, you want to get drunk, that's fine, but you have to be careful. I'll
多分
try.
な。
I mean, it's kind of like, this also kind of like makes you want to take care of him because he never asks. Know what I mean? He never asks even though he needs help.
最悪。
Oh, I hate you.
それにしても理由はわからないんだが最
You
近多い
know,
んだ。
for some reason, this has been happening a lot lately. Ah, what else?
酔いつぶれて怪我をしたって患者さんが
I keep getting patients who got hurt while they were blackout drunk.
前から結構いた気がするけど、もっと増えてるってこと？
I feel like we've always gotten a lot of those, so there's more of them now, or
ああ高里組の締め付けがきつくなってるって話だから追い詰められて酒に逃げる人が増えてるのかもしれんが
yeah. Supposedly the Takasato Gumi's been really cracking down, so maybe folks are turning to booze as an escape. So you're saying that you think that people got hurt and then drank themselves into oblivion? That doesn't really make sense, does it?
そろそろ時間か午後の診察
Oops,
始まるぞ
lunchtime's over. Gotta reopen the clinic. Let's go, guys.
はい。
Okay. I can totally see him as some kind of cheerleader. You know what I mean? He kind of has that, like, sweetness about him. Oh, love him. I recently... off topic again. But, like, I recently saw a meme... which cracked me up so much because I felt so, caught, you know what I mean? Ertappt in German. But, like... felt so caught. It was like a meme. I said to my friend that I keep getting hit on by lesbians, and my friend just answers they're pre-ordering or something. Person that posted the meme is an egg, right? Like someone who's like right before transition into another gender. I was like, yeah, it's like I mean, I am bi, but even if I'm bi, whenever I like go out with guys, they're also very, very feminine. Know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I like Ray because he's so cheery and girly, and I don't know, he has that flair about him. I don't know how else to put it. Once he put away his medical equipment, Taku rose to his feet. Likewise, Ray filed out of the room.
お前今日は休みだっ
You
た
don't
よ
work
な
today, right?
うん。
Right.
まだ気分が悪いなら上でおとなしく寝とけよ
If you're still feeling sick, go on upstairs and get some rest. I still had a hangover headache, but it was nothing I couldn't tolerate. As I stepped out into the hall, I passed Arimura, holding a bouquet in his arms.
買ってきたのか。
You bought some flowers?
違いますよ。今配達が来たんですけど、誰からなのか不明で。
No, they weren't delivered here just now. It's unclear who sent them. Maybe they're like an apology gift to us? He blinked at me with a straight face. Well, nothing straight about him. We've been over this. No card?
ええ、 なので泉さんへ聞きに行こうと思っていて、
No, that's
僕の
why.
代わりに聞いてきてもらえませんか？
No, that's why I figured I would ask Izumi-san about it. Could you track him down for me? Izumi-san? Who's that? As he spoke, I noticed he was blushing faintly. Oh! Adorable! I'd forgotten that this dude had a major crush on Ray! Who wouldn't have a major crush on Ray? That is adorable. I love you.
お前が聞いてこいよ。
Why can't you do it? You just answer your own question in your mind, which we
今
can
手が離
read.
せないんです。なのでお願いします。
I'm very busy right now, so I entrust this task to you.
本当にいいのか？
You sure you want to? Ah! Thomas, cute! Okay, I'm sorry. I lashed out at you. You're just being a bro.
何がですか？いいんですよ。早く言ってください。
What does that mean? Of course I'm sure. Now hurry along. Cute! We were trying to give you a chance, brother. He sensed what I was getting at and glared at me reproachfully. Then he thrust the bouquet into my hands. The moment I took it, a strange scent tickled my nose. I thought maybe it was the flowers, so I sniffed them, but it wasn't that. Next, I looked at the payment slip. The only sender listed was the flower shop itself. Huh. I looked up to find that Arimura had already left. Were those flowers? I think they were, those are my sister's favorite flowers. What are they called? Fuck. Gabera. Just in pink, right? I don't know what they're called in English. I'm gonna have to look that up.
あら、何よその花、可愛いじゃない。
Wow, what's with the flowers? They're so pretty. Not as pretty as you, Ray. Just then, Ray walked over from the staff room.
ガーベラかしら。ピンクでとっても可愛いわね。
Gabera! I'm so smart. I only know that those are one of the only flowers I know because it's been my sister's favorite flower for a long time, and my mom really likes them too. Are those Gaberas? I'm loving the pink. Where did they come from? I'm loving the pink. Sis, if you ain't an egg, then I don't know.
誰かから送られてきたらしい。
Apparently, somebody had them delivered here.
誰かって？
Really? Who?
さあ、
Dunno.
わからないってこと？
You don't know? He looked at me dubiously, so I showed him the payment slip.
花屋の名前しか書いてないじゃない。
It only has the name of the store. But who are they for?
有村が困ってた。
Arimura wasn't sure what to do about it.
恥ずかしがり屋の患者さんなのかしら。それともタクの知り合いとか。
Is it from a really shy patient? Or maybe one of Taku's friends?
何にしろ誰からなのかわからないのはモヤモヤするわね。
Either way, without a name, it really makes you wonder. He put a hand to his chin and contemplation, then looked at me.
ねえ、とはこの花屋へ行って聞いてきてよ。
Say, Toa, why don't you go to the store and ask? Yeah, you should, because I think yellow Gaberas are kind of like cheerfulness and all that, right? But I think pink Gaberas symbolize not thankfulness, but holding someone in high esteem, kind of like admiration. Admiration! That's what they symbolize, I'm pretty sure. I fixed him with a defiant look. Why the hell would I go to a flower shop for fun?
何よその目。いいじゃない。
Why the hell
今
would
日
you
はお
not
休み
go
なんだ
to
し。
a flower shop for
そ
fun?
れともそんなに二日酔いがひどいの？
Didn't you give me that look? I mean, you have the day off anyway, right? Is your hangover really that bad? We are going!
いや、
Not really. Also, who doesn't go to a flower shop for fun? Even the people working there work there because they love flowers. You know what I mean? It's what else is there to do but have
それ
fun
じゃお願いね。お花は
and
私
wait
が
in
飾っ
line
ておくわ。
forever? Well then, hop to it. I'll find a place to put the flowers. Maybe right here. Right here in reception. He took the bouquet from me and winked. Times like these, I couldn't hold my ground against him. If I didn't do exactly as he asked, I'd only get an ear for later. Cute. I love them. I really do. Really cute. Not only that, but Ray knew I wouldn't waste my energy fighting him on it. Well. I looked down at the payment slip in my hands and let out a sigh. All right, to the flower shop. Is it exploration time, or is it still... Well, seems like it's still scripted. Ultimately, I left the clinic and headed to the flower shop. As I walked, I used the GPS app to orient myself in the right direction. Before long, my destination came into view up ahead. I really want more investigation already. We had like this huge exposition thing in the beginning, and we haven't done it since. You know what I mean? We haven't done it properly once. I kind of want to do it. The store had a sign that read Rosé with glass panels that displayed the plants for sale inside. Looks really cute. Oh, I would love to have a flower shop. If I was a rich person, I would have an eccentric hobby, and my eccentric hobby would be owning a flower shop, because I feel like you don't really earn a lot of money with doing that. But like, I would really want to have one. You know what I mean? It's so nice. I peered in from outside. There was a single male clerk standing inside with no customers inside. Oh my god, a male clerk in a flower shop. That's the kind of guy I like. Let's go! I walked over to the door and slowly pulled it open. Oh, he's cute! Hello.
いらっしゃいませ。
Hi. Toa's the name. The clerk walked over to me.
聞きたいことがあるんだけど。
I have a question.
あ、はい、何でしょう。
Sure, ask away. His expression faltered slightly in the face of my brusque attitude. Be more flirty, Toa. We like this guy. I pulled the payment slip. I just deciding. I pulled the payment slip out of my coat pocket and showed it to him. He recognized it and nodded.
ああ、村瀬クリニックさんへの配達ですね。何か問題が？
Ah, yes, the delivery to Murase Clinic. Was there a problem?
誰から送られた花なのか知りたい。
I want to know who, sent it to me. He looked at me with a guilty frown.
すみません。こちらはどうしても匿名でと承っておりまして。
I apologize, but the customer urgently requested anonymity. Can you at least tell me whether he's bought a lot of flowers here? If this is like a reoccurring thing to different addresses?
どうしても。
No matter what?
はい。なのでお答えするわけには。
I'm afraid so. Therefore, I can't answer your question.
送られた側としても困るんだけど、こういうの。
That sort of policy doesn't do the recipient any favors, Well, the recipient isn't the one that bought the flowers, You haven't really done a favor to the flower shop either.
確かにそうですよね。この時は自分が対応したんですが、花を送られたのは患者さんだと思います。
I understand where you're coming from. I was the one who took this order, and I believe it was most likely a patient.
皆さんにいつもお世話になっているから感謝を伝えたいと、そうおっしゃられていたので。
They said they wanted to express their gratitude to the staff for all their help.
匿名にした理由は？
Then why did they want to be kept anonymous?
恥ずかしいので知られたくないと。
They said they were embarrassed. Does that make sense, though? Does it make sense? I don't think it makes sense. I understand like sending flowers to a clinic or whatever, right? I do understand that, like gratitude stuff. But is it really that important to you to stay anonymous? I feel like it only makes more trouble by staying anonymous, and it only makes it more embarrassing. If this clerk was telling the truth, then there was no real reason to force a name out of him. If anything, that'd just be rude to the patient.
わかった。どうも。
Alright, thanks. If I was in this situation, I would ask the guy, like, dude, does this happen often? Like, where anonymous, has that, like, picked up? Because Taku said that there's been a lot of, like, attacks, drunk attacks, something like that, right? So the wounds are already there. So does this happen often that some guy sends flowers anonymously? Has that picked up recently? Know what I mean? So because I'm kind of guessing that they're correlated, but they could also just be thankful flowers, I guess. I nodded and turned away, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't the Yakuza that we treated last time. I mean, it could have been, who knows? I wanted to leave the place ASAP. For some reason, I couldn't stand the leafy aroma of the plants here. What? Why? You freak! With that thought, I opened the glass door and quickly distanced myself from all the greenery. I love the word freak, by the way. Like, there's this one Game Grumps spiel where Aaron was like, I love when people say freak because they can never say it, because they can never say the word without, like, freaking out themselves. They're their voice always kind of like strains and breaks, and that just makes it all the more funny. It's like, you're fake! It's so funny. I love it. I keep using it. It's one of my favorite words. Mostly because I'm a freak myself. I'd officially accomplished the task Ray wanted me to do. And since I wasn't scheduled for work at the clinic today, I had some time on my hands. I figured maybe I'd wander around town before heading back home. Maybe flower shop guy wants to come with me. Oh my god, it's expiration time! You know, you only have to complain and stuff happens like the way you want them to. Yeah. Oh my god, the date. Like the day of recording, the date is very close. That's interesting. Okay. I think it might even be around the time that I upload this episode. That's funny. Okay, so can we talk to anyone? Rosé guy? This is Rosé Flower Shop, located in Northeast District E. Okay, so where can we go? Ooh, okay, interesting. So this is green. Does that mean there's something here? I have no business here. Okay. I see. I don't have to head back just yet. Taku's usually around at this time. Guess I'll kill some time. Ray said he was going. I can hear someone. I have no business here. Interesting. So, now that I see it, they are kind of bluish, and the other ones are black. Okay, so I can hear someone. We're going here. Okay, I was about to say, we're going here first, because maybe it's like part of the case, but now I think about it. There's other love interests. There isn't just Taku and Ray. It could be another love interest. And I want to go for Ray. So let's go to the shopping street. Ray said he was going, so we're going too. As I walked down the street, I noticed a line of people outside a small shop. I could smell something sweet, probably a bakery then. Upon further inspection, I spotted Ray at the end of the line. Ray! Oh my god, he's beautiful. Look at that coat. Damn, girl, I want that. I would wear the shit out of that coat. Okay, sorry, aggressive. Anyway, what are you doing here?
Huh?
Oh my god, don't perceive me right now. You're telling me this guy is straight? Not in a million years. I mean, not like it's embarrassing or whatever. Sure.
これはね、
I'm here to buy a limited edition cake. Or, want to eat it with me after?
Yeah.
Cute! No, I do not eat Iron Towa. Yeah, I figured as much. I love you! We're always going to be positive with you. He seems happy. Make a joke. Play along. We're going to play along. Positive. You really like your sweets, don't you? Like them? I love them. I would like totally die without my sugar fix. Same, girl, same. Right. So we pass? Anyway, gotta go snack myself a piece of heaven. See you later, Toa. See ya. Oh, can we talk once more?
何?
What is it? Nothing. I just like you. What? What's up with you? It's nothing. Oh, so it changes?
や
Oh my
だ。
god, stop staring like that. You're making me blush. Since when do you have a sense of shame? Oh! Since when do you have a sense of shame? Well. Since never, obviously. I was just joking. The flirty mood is going strong.
何?
What is it? Okay, so that's all. I love that! I love you. You're my favorite. Okay. So I'm guessing we can just see everyone. Let's go to Imoto. I want to know who's there. But I kind of guess that it's the Three Stooges, no? I don't know who the love interests are in this game. I haven't looked it up. I don't know why I haven't. I usually do, but I haven't with this one. This is the park located at the entrance to District E. Not much to say about it, except on weekends they sometimes hold concerts, rummage sales, and other events here. And there was the soup kitchen event in Imoto Park. In the evenings you see a lot of kids around, probably due to the large-scale combined K-12 school located close by. What's a K-12 school? Never heard that before. Since the park is situated at the foot of the bridge, all District E residents have to pass through it to reach District D. Okay. Consequently, you'll see people of every stripe around here, from students to office workers to prostitutes. Wow. The park is rich with plants and trees, and many people come here to relax, as do I in the middle of the night. I can hear ambulance sirens in the distance on the other side of the bridge. Just another part of daily life in Shinkomi. Daily life of any city, honestly.
Hi!
Oh, hey, it's Toa! Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Was it right? Was it right? Yeah, I was right. It's the Three Stooges. Yo!
Domo.
Hello there. Let's move. Okay, fine. Fine. Perfect timing, actually.
何
What's up? I've got a question. If somebody asked you which you like better, booze or smokes, what would you tell them? Booze. I don't smoke. Both.
違えよ
No, I mean, you gotta pick one. Is this like tits or ass? For Toa? Kotaro seems to want an answer. No need to choose. Respond however you feel like.
ネガ
You
ティ
will try it being negative.
ブどうでもいい
Then it doesn't matter.
ったく
Whoa! Forget it. Joke's on me for asking, I guess. Yeah. I wonder how this affects stuff. I had a feeling Toa-san would say that. I know, right? Kotaro-san worries about the strangest things. He'll waffle between roughing up a delinquent debtor and roughing up a violent drug addict. What's the difference? Exactly. But I'm not sure what order to do it in. What does it matter? Come on, Kotaro. What's gotten into you? Let's get a move on already. Also, the red text is like stuff that you actually have to pay attention to. What's gotten into you? Interesting. So he's acting different from usual.
そう
What's
か
gotten into you? Gotcha.
うるせえよ
Cram it. The order we do it totally changes my motivation level.
そんな
Whatever. Let's just go. See you around, Toa. See ya. I guess. Wouldn't want to be ya. Yeah. Let's go to the cafe, I guess. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Even from the outside, it looks really classy. Love it. This is Yanagawa Cafe. It's a popular lunch spot in this area. And since it's only about a 5-minute walk from the clinic, we come here a lot. It's the honey toast one, right? It's been open for 20 years and the interior is pleasantly peaceful. Yeah! Honey toast!
いらっしゃいませ。
Ooh. Hello. Soft-spoken waitress. Love it. Come on in. How many? I'm like the first woman I'm seeing. I'm like, oh my god, she's cute! Table for one, smoking section. You got it. Right this way. Oh, this is so pretty. I love it.
あの、
Here's your menu. I don't need it. I'm taking honey toast and coffee.
Huh.
I'll take a coffee, any kind. Coming right up. Don't say that. Take the cheapest one if you don't care. I lit a cigarette and gazed aimlessly around the room. Some customers were drinking coffee and reading the newspaper, while others were cutting up the cafe's famous honey toast. We're not eating honey toast this time. I guess he can't finish it by himself. Most of them were familiar faces, regulars who always came by for lunch. As I smoked my cigarette, the waitress returned carrying a mug of coffee. Thanks for waiting. Here's your Yanagawa Coffee House Blend. I took the mug and raised it to my lips. The faint acidity and rich scent wafted up to greet me. It made me realize just how seldom I imbibed something this mild in flavor. Imbibed. As the fragrance of the coffee beans lingered, I raised my cigarette to my lips. Nice. This is Yanagawa Cafe. Oh, okay, so we're already done? Okay. What? Huh? What? Is there anything else we can do? I'm clicking, but I don't think there's anything. What? This was so pointless then, wasn't it? Huh? Okay, I guess that's what he meant, kill some time. Yeah, I guess let's go to the clinic. I guess. And then afterwards there's nothing else to do, right? So yeah, let's talk to Taku.
Yo.
Yo, Taku? Oh, hey, Toa. Hey, sweet cheeks.
Na.
What are you groaning to yourself about? Miss me? Oh, well, it's just... Takayama-san invited me to get drinks tonight, but I'm not sure I can compete with a lush. Much as I love booze, if I go drinking with Takayama-san, I'll have to prepare myself for a real nasty hangover. Wow! But I can't keep rejecting the invite every time. You know, just buy... Flachmann. Buy, like, a liquor bottle and just fill it with water and, like, a spike of, like, apple vinegar. Just, like, a spike of it. Tell them it's alcohol after they're already, like, kind of, like, a few drinks in. And they'll be like, cool, whatever. Just do it, you know? It'll be so nice. And then you can just drink healthy water for the rest of the evening. That tastes kind of gross, but at least it's better than getting hungover, I guess, right? So, make it clear, or make a casual comment. Ooh, so this is interesting. If we are positive, the euphoria goes down, and if we're negative, the euphoria goes up. So that's been negative.
Negative.
I love that. Just say no, it's fine. Easy for you to say. Networking is a lot more complicated than it seems. Interesting. Toa, why don't you go? You get a lot of free booze out of it. What? Yeah! And that's no problem for you, since you drink like a damn fish. No problem for you. What if I told you I'm interested? You serious? Don't be silly. Sheesh, you almost had me that time. But why wouldn't you be interested? Free booze, isn't that your dream? What? And you can be helpful for once. But whatever. Maybe I could just go for an hour or two, then leave early. You know, I could call you when you're like there for an hour. I'm gonna call you and make it like sound really urgent. Well, back to work. I'm out of here. Alright. You're a doctor. You can always be like, I got an urgent call from the clinic. And I'll even call you so you actually have an urgent call from the clinic, you know? That's totally a good move. And then you won't be rude. I should head home. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do. Guess I'll go back there. What? Why, though? We can go back? Interesting. Is there anything to do? The flower shop. I was just here. Hello, sweetheart, I've missed you. The instant I walked in, a fresh, earthy smell hit my nostrils. For some reason, the place made me uncomfortable.
Konnichiwa.
Hello. Come on in. Oh, it's you again. Yep. All right. What do you need? We are going to be kind. Ask about you know what? I have nothing to say. What? He seems a little guarded. Give a positive response to agree or a negative response to disagree. Interesting. We are going to try be positive because like we just came in and he's like, why are you here? It would be weird to say no, I'm not here. You know, it's like disagreeing. Yeah. Positive.
No.
About whoever sent them to us. I'm sorry, I really can't answer. It's fine. I don't know why I'm here either. I just missed your face. Is there anything else I can help you with? Nah,
Yeah.
that's everything.
Mata.
Maybe you'll come by again sometime. Why are we here? We look forward to your business. If you ever need a gift consultation, give us a call. Sure thing. Okay. That was so fucking pointless. That was so pointless. Like I don't understand why that happened. Can we go back one more time? No. Maybe I screwed it up. Maybe I should have been negative and he would have let something slip. Know what I mean? Maybe this is my fault. Sorry. Let's go home. Interesting exploration. Don't know how to feel about that, honestly. Exploration over. Ceiling! Back at my apartment, I turned on the TV and flopped down onto the sofa. My mind wandered as I slid a cigarette between my lips. For a moment, I thought maybe I should tell Ray about the anonymous flower sender, but before I could grab my phone, I changed my mind. But Ray wants to know. Oh, we're going back to Roost? Late that night, 1 a.m., I paid a visit to Roost, like usual. Interesting. Is there a new painting?
いらっしゃい
Or photograph, I think? Whatever. Welcome. The manager called out to me quietly as I entered. I walked to the counter and sat down on an empty stool. Ah, we're pretty
何に
again!
する
What do you have?
ウォッカロック
Vodka on the rocks. Disgusting. Imagine drinking vodka straight. He grabbed a glass, dropped in some ice, then poured in the liquor. Yeah. Once the cup was full of clear liquid, he handed it over to me. Also, why would you go to a bar to drink a drink you can just pour for yourself? You know what I mean? Wouldn't you usually go to a bar to drink cocktails that you can't just make at home? You know? I don't know. I stayed over and took a small sip. Then I pulled out a cigarette and lit it. I mean, he's also going for the ambience,
そう
obviously,
だ
but
トワ
still.
君あのね
Actually, that reminds me, Toa-kun.
ありがとうございました
Thank you for coming, Ray! Ray's loud voice cut in and a man I didn't recognize walked out from the back room. Oh,
今日はありがとう
thanks for the advice. Satisfied man. Did you cheat on me? He has a UFO on his neck.
こちらこそいつでもどうぞ
And he's winking at him. Ray! Why would you do that when you have me? The man bowed to Ray and the manager, then left the bar. After he was gone, Ray whirled around to look at me like he'd only just noticed me.
あらとは来てたの
Oh, Toa, you're here.
今のは
Is
客
that
か
one of your customers? Customers for what?
そう体に磁石入れてみたいんだって
Ah, right. So it wasn't just an interest, he actually does it. Yeah, he said he's interested in getting a magnet implant. Why would you do such a thing? Like, why? Why? You know, I'm really open to a lot of stuff, but why the frick would you get a magnet implant? Like, going through an airport or to the doctors would be a nightmare. You would have to get it cut out before you can get a CT scan or whatever. Like, imagine if it's like a life or death thing, right? And you can't remember that you have it, and then it just rips out of you. Ah! No way! In other words, he was one of Ray's body modification clients.
レイ君お客さんが呼んでるよ
Ray-kun, you've got a customer waiting on you.
はーいオーダー取ってきますとは今日は飲みすぎないでね
Got it! I'll go take their order. Toa, don't get too drunk this time. Also, like, aren't magnets like poisonous? Know what I mean? And they can like really get hot and all that stuff. I don't think it's safe. You know, I hate that. I'm sorry I'm so hung up on that, but I really hate that. Hope nobody actually does it. But I'm pretty sure there's a few dumbasses that think it's a good idea before regretting it deeply. With that semi-serious warning, he strolled off to the customer's table. Oops, sorry. Exhaling cigarette smoke, I pulled my cell phone out of my pocket, then navigated to the fourth face and scrolled through the new articles. Before long, I arrived at the wound photo from before. It was still every bit as eye-catching.
店長
Hey, boss. I showed him my phone screen over the counter.
これ何に見える
What does this look like to you?
ああそれブログの画像だよねフレーズの
Oh, that's the photograph from the blog. The one by Phrase, right?
傷に見えるけど違う
See, it looks like a wound, but it's not.
さっき話そうとしたことなんだけどねフレーズにあったよ
Oh, I was about to tell you. I actually met the artist. What? Did he give you flowers? At this time, I lowered
連
my
絡が
phone.
あったのか。
You got in touch with them?
いや、店に来て名乗ったんだよ。自分がそうだって。
No, he came to the bar and introduced himself as Phrase. Are you sure it's the actual Phrase?
どんなやつだった？
What was he like?
男性だよ。見た目は普通かな。この町には最近来たみたいで、メールアドレスの件について謝られた。
Your average looking man. Apparently he's new in town. He apologized for the bad email address.
今は使ってないものを間違えて記入してしまったって。
Supposedly, he put in an old out-of-service email account by mistake.
それでね、名乗り出てくれたお礼に好きな飲み物をおごるよって言ったら、なんて答えたと思う？アブさんって言うんだよ。
So I told him I'd buy him a drink as thanks for dropping by. And do you know what he requested? Absinthe? The fuck? The fuck kind of freak? That weird wormwood booze. What? No way. Did he actually order that? He must have heard us talk about it or whatever.
あの独特の香りが好きなんだって。そんなことを言う人は初めてだからびっくりしちゃったよ。
He said he loves the peculiar scent, which surprised me since no one's ever told me that before. Nobody's ever uttered that sentence once in the beginning and history of time. Nobody has ever liked absinthe. Sorry, it's just disgusting. I'm very... No way.
何がどうしたの？あ、店長、オーダ
Wait, what's going on now? Wait, what's going on now? Oh, and you've got a drink order, boss. Ray cut into the conversation in order to pass on the customer's request.
店のブログに載せた傷の画像あるでしょ？あの画像の作者が店に来たんだよ。
You know that wound photo on the blog? The artist came by the bar.
そうなんだ。とはよかったじゃない。
What? Really? Oh my god, Toa! This is so exciting! Oh, I love Ray. Beaming, Ray clapped me on the shoulder and the unexpected impact made me cough.
あ、
I
ねえ
died.
とは
That's the it.
そういえばクリニックに花を送った人って誰だったの？っていうか、ちゃんと花屋に聞きに行った？
Oh, that reminds me, Toa. Did you ever find out who sent those flowers to the clinic? I mean, did you even go?
言ったよ。匿名希望だから言えないってさ。
Yes, I went. They said the customer requested anonymity.
そうなの？それはそれで困るわね。
What? Really? That's not super ideal for us.
うちの患者だろうとは言ってた。いつも世話になってるから送ったとかなんとか。
They said it was probably one of our patients who wanting to thank us for helping them.
そっか。それじゃあやっぱり患者さんの誰かなのかな？
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess it must have been from a patient.
花が送られてきたの？
You received some flowers? As Ray murmured pensively, the manager cut in, half-dried glass in hand.
クリニックに届いたんだけど、誰からなのかが書いてなかったのよ。
At the clinic, yeah, but it didn't say who sent them.
それで、トアが今日は休みだったから、花屋に直接聞きに行ってもらったの。
So, since Toa had the day off, I asked him to go to the flower shop and ask them.
そうなんだ。どんな花？
Oh, really? What kind of flowers? He totally knows flower language.
ピンクのガーベラ。
Pink Gerberas.
あ、ねえねえ、ガーベラの花言葉って知ってる？
Say, boys, do you know what Gerberas mean in flower language? I know that the yellow ones mean happiness, and the pink ones mean gratitude.
花言葉？知らないな。
Why? He doesn't know. He says no idea. What? Ray looked from the manager to me. Wordlessly, I shook my head.
数交尾ですって。
Sublime beauty. Oh, so the flower itself means that? What?
数交尾？なんだかうやうやしい響きのある花言葉だね。
Sublime beauty? Why, that sounds quite reverent, and it kind of matches that art if it was the artist, you know?
そうね。送ってくれた患者さんはそういうの関係なく見た目で選んだんでしょうけど。
Totally. Though I figure that patient didn't know that when they chose them. I don't think you would choose pink Gerberas without, you know, it's too perfect.
それにしてもレイ
I mean,
君、
it could happen, but it's
花
too
言葉なん
perfect.
てよく知ってるね。
You know, Raikun, I'm surprised you know about flower language.
花のタトゥーを入れたいっていうお客さんが結構いるから花について調べたことがあるの。
Well, I get a lot of customers who want flower tattoos, so I've done fair bit of research.
その時に花言葉があるって知ってちょっとハマっちゃったのよね。だってロマンチックじゃない？
That's how I first learned about flower language. And real talk, I'm kind of obsessed with it. Like, it's so romantic. I love you, Ray! Please, can't you be real? Seriously, I want a guy like that. Or a girl like that. I don't care. It's, whatever he does is perfect. He clasped his hands at his chest and swooned.
すべての花に意味がつけられてるなんて。
To think that every flower has a secret meaning behind it.
ああ、
He's so
レイ君
theatrical.
お客さんが呼んでるよ。
Raikun, you've got a customer waiting on you.
はーい。
Coming! Not off camera, you know. Sorry. Disregard, please. Ray hastily unclasped his hands and handed over to the customer who had raised his hand for service.
トワ君、今度フレーズに紹介しようか。
Token, are you at all interested in meeting Phrase for yourself? The manager's voice left his lips in a conspiratorial whisper. Wow! Admittedly, I was a little curious about Phrase, but not that desperate to meet the guy. You've already met him.
ま
You just don't remember.
機会があれば。
If the opportunity comes up, I guess. I took a sip of my watery vodka and slowly swallowed. Disgusting. That was burned like a bitch. Why would you drink pure vodka? Like, I understand if you're like freezing and stuff. I think that's what it's like kind of used for, like kind of like warms you up or whatever. But I don't understand. I don't understand. Self-hatred is a strong motivator, I guess. The next day, I was scheduled to work in the morning. Unfortunately, I slept until right before the clinic opened, forcing Taka to wake me up. Wow, what a surprise. I was dying to have a smoke before I went downstairs, so I grabbed the pack off the coffee table and lit one. Oh god, the smoke animation is so nice. As I was taking a drag, there was a light knock at the door. Who is it?
ちょっといいか。
Can we talk? What? The clinic just opened. What do you mean? Taka walked into the room and shut the door behind him. Then he folded his arms and looked at me sternly. I figured he'd chew me out for smoking instead of heading straight to work, but apparently not. Is it about a wound? I sat my cigarette in the ashtray, turned my face to exhale the smoke away, then looked back at him.
さっき酔っ払って腕に怪我をしたって患者さんが来たんだが、どうも気になってな。
We just got a patient
詳しく話を聞かせてもらったんだ。
who got a cut on their arm while they were drunk. It was driving me crazy, so I had to ask him about it.
そしたらただ酔って怪我をしたわけじゃなく、途中で意識を失って目が覚めたらいつの間にか包帯が巻かれていたらし
And
い。
you know what they told me? They said they blacked out and woke up with a bandage on their arm. See, it's a serial thing. We should also ask the guy whether he received flowers or to report back upon receiving flowers.
それって
You mean... He nodded. First they blacked out, then they woke up with a perfectly patched wound. The circumstances were exactly the same as mine.
その患者さんは風俗嬢でな。昨夜泥酔した状態で帰ろうとしていた時に意識を失って目が覚めたら路上で寝ていたんだそうだ。
The lady's a sex worker and she was stumbling home drunk as a skunk. When she suddenly passed out. When she woke up, she found herself lying on the side of the road.
腕の怪我はその時に気づいたと。
That's when she noticed the bandages.
他に被害はなく、腕の傷も手当て済みだったらしい。
No other injuries, and the one she did have was all patched up.
部屋には連れ込まれなかったのか。
But she wasn't taken to an apartment she didn't recognize?
みたいだな。
Apparently not.
お前と状況が全く同じというわけじゃないが、少なくとも怪我の手当てはされている。
So I guess her circumstances aren't completely identical to yours, but they're still pretty close. Close enough, honestly. Let me... Ah! From Mayu's annoyance, from Taku's admission, and from Ray's joy. Like... What's gotten into you and no problem for you. Is this like what we use for our painting at the end or something? In our krokwa? We haven't gotten a new clue. apparently. Phrase and wormwood are the only ones that we have. There's no new clue. Interesting. I feel like we have plenty of clues, but whatever. I feel like the flower should have been a clue if it was actually substantial, right?
乱暴されたとか何かを盗まれたってわけでもない。で、最近この手の患者が増えてるって話をしたの。
She wasn't raspberried and she wasn't robbed. Remember when I told you there have been a lot of similar patients lately?
実際
Apparently, there are rumors going around about it. What kind of rumors?
外で意識を失うと目が覚めた時に覚えのない怪我をしていて、しかも治療されてるってやつだ。
People say if you lose consciousness while you're on the street, you'll wake up with a bandaged wound. And they're saying the goddess of whimsy is behind it. Goddess? So it's a chick?
女なのか。
いや、
No
わからん。
clue.
意識のない怪我人を放っておけずに手当てをするってところからナイチンゲールでも連想したんじゃな
I
いの
guess the
か。
helping random drunk strangers thing reminds him of Florence Nightingale, maybe. He shrugged wearily. Okay.
とりあえず
I don't
今の
know.
話を
It's
伝え
the
に来た。
artist guy. I don't understand why nobody else thinks this. Anyway, just wanted to let you know. Oh, and once you finish that, get your ass downstairs. He pointed at the ashtray, then turned and left the room. The goddess of whimsy. Was she the person who brought me to the apartment full of plans? Yeah, surely. But you know what? Definitely. She'd have to be a goddamn saint to take a strange man in off the street. Did that kind of good Samaritan even exist in this day and age? He probably recognized you as a fellow artist, and that's why he treated you with more respect. I plucked my cig from the ashtray and took one last deep drag. Ooh, so pretty! Love it. This game is so beautiful, seriously. It's still fairly new, I think, yeah. Oh, I love him! He is in work mode. Taco in work mode. No, wait, to walk. As I sat behind the reception counter, working my morning shift at the clinic, a cheerful voice rang out across the waiting room.
こんにちは。花の配達です。
Ah, it's Barry! Good morning, flower delivery! Hello! A man approached the counter carrying a large bouquet. Again?
こちら、前回と同じく匿名希望の方からです。
This is from the same anonymous sender as last time. I rose to my feet and accepted the bouquet over the counter. Briefly, I caught a whiff of a peculiar smell, but when it was gone again. Was it the flowers? Maybe it's the absinthe. Maybe he's the guy. Maybe it's him. Know what I mean? The man's smoke was a bright, vibrant reddish purple, also known as fuchsia. It felt like I recognized it from somewhere recently. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, that's right, the flower shop. The clerk at the flower shop had the exact same smoke. I looked up at his face to confirm.
こちらが明細書になります。
Here's the payment slip. He offered me the paper with an amiable smile. Yep, that's him, all right.
どうも。
Thanks. Right as I took the payment slip, Ray popped up from the hallway.
あら、また花の配達？
What? Another flower delivery? He really likes us, eh? He rushed over excitedly and took the bouquet from me.
今度はゼラニウムかしら。真っ赤で情熱的ね。
Oh, I thought it was gladiolus.
これ
I'm way off.
また前と同じ匿名さんから？
What kind are they this time? Geraniums, maybe? They're such a fiery shade of red. Are they from the same anon? Apparently, but also I thought it was gladiolus. I'm way off. It's geraniums. Okay, interesting.
はい。
They're pretty regardless. Correct. The man nodded, still smiling.
とっても素敵なお花を送ってもらって嬉しいんだけど、やっぱりお礼も言えないのは申し訳ない気持ちになるわ。
Gosh, I'm super flattered that we're getting such lovely flowers, but I feel bad that we can't even say thank you. Ray smiled sadly. Then the other man noticed the vase of flowers on the counter. The gerberas. Gerbera. I have no idea how to pronounce that in English. From last time.
こうして飾られていることが何よりのお礼になると思いますよ。送られた方もきっと見ていると思いますし。
You've already given them the biggest possible token of gratitude. I'm sure the sender must have seen them by now. You are the sender. You're the fake! It has to be you! The culprit is you!
そうね。だといいけど。
Right, well, sure hope so.
どんなやつだ？
What are they like? Huh? The sudden question caught him off guard, and he looked at me.
名前は明かせなくても、容姿や性格を教えるくらいならいいだろう。
Maybe you can't give us a name, but you could at least describe their looks or personality, right? Yeah, just, just look at him. It's him. It's definitely this guy. He furrowed his brow and looked up at the ceiling as if trying to remember. I mean, it would make sense. If you're working in a flower shop, you like flowers, and the apartment was filled to the brim.
そうですね。差し支えない範囲でお伝えすることしかできませんが、50代から60代の優しそうな男性で
Let me
す。
see. I'll try to keep it as vague as possible, but he was a kindly man in his 50s or 60s. Yeah, sure. Sure he
や
was.
だ。ナイスミドルじゃない。
Ooh, a silver fox. Okay, Ray. When he said he would keep it vague, he really wasn't kidding. We had dozens of male patients in their 50s and 60s.
他には？
What else?
すみません。これ以上は
I'm。sorry, but I really shouldn't. He frowned at me guiltily. I don't trust you
と
at all.
は彼を困らせても仕方がないでしょ。お仕事中に足止めしちゃってごめんなさいね。花屋のロゼの。
Ah, Toa, hassling him is not gonna get us anywhere. Sorry for keeping you from getting back to your work. Well, I see your company name, but it's as blank as your doorbell doorbell thing where your name was supposed to be. Ray scrutinized the payment slip, then looked up at the other man.
お兄さん、お名前は？
What's your name, sir? Yeah, what's your name?
生稲です。生きるに稲穂の稲で。
Ikuina, written with the kanji for life and rice. Oh, what? Rice is life? What? My cat, his name is Koki, written with the kanji for light and hope. Right? That makes sense. Life and rice? Huh? Excuse me? What? Okay. But I do like the name Ikuina. It's really cute. It fits him. He's really cute. But also, my money is on him being the creep.
生稲さんね。覚えておくわ。
Ikuina-san, I'll remember that. Because, I think it was a Sherlock Holmes quote. It was either Sherlock Holmes or Arsène Lupin. One of the two. Because those are the books I like to read back when I was at school. But one of the two said that the culprit is usually someone you've already met, right? Someone you've met during an investigation. So I feel like it's this dude.
よろしくお願いします。
The culprit is you. I look forward to seeing you again, especially in media, right? Because people would get exasperated if they had no chance at all to figure it out. And this is like the tutorial case, so it's easy. It's Ikuina. And he's taken a shine to us, it seems. Ikuina bowed politely, then headed for the front entrance.
生稲さんか。今時珍しく純朴そうで好感触よね。
Ikuina-san, eh? He seems like an honest, straightforward guy, easy to read. I beg to differ. I mentioned that I'm watching Criminal Minds, right? But the culprit doing something so aggressive like cutting someone open, but also doing it when they are blackout drunk, kind of makes me think that the culprit didn't really want to hurt them. He just wanted to see the wound. And then he also patched it up, which kind of indicates to me that he's feeling remorseful, kind of like he doesn't want them to hurt. He just wanted to see the wound, right? He didn't really want to hurt them. So this kind of indicates remorse to me, especially when he's delivering flowers and stuff. I don't know, man. I feel like, yeah, that's just what I'm thinking, okay?
ああいうのがタイプなのか、お前。
Is he your type or what? No! Oh my god, Toa. Look at Toa being jealous. Ray tilted his head in contemplation.
タイプかと聞かれるとちょっと違うかな。ってそれより仕事。ほら、トアも早く。
No, he's not exactly my type. Well, wait. We gotta get back to work. Hurry up, Toa. So he's bi, right? I'm pretty sure. Or is he gay? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Just asking for myself. Oh, asking for a friend. Ray hastily straightened his posture and hurried off down the hall, carrying the bouquet and the payment slip. As for me, I sat down behind the reception counter and got back to work. Well. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's Ikuina. And he's feeling remorseful over what he's doing, but he also cannot control the urge. Then lunchtime rolled around. Taku, Rei, and I paid a visit to the Yanagawa cafe to get food. Oh, Rei's with us this time. We all ordered the same honey toast special, but even after the two of them had cleaned their plates, I was still only halfway done. Well, surprising. I'd eaten a lot more than I usually did, but now my stomach was packed full and would only allow a few sips of coffee. Packed full?
そういえば、また来たのよ、花が。
That reminds me, we got flowers again. Ray donned an exaggerated frown as he swirled his after-dinner coffee around in his mug.
前にも来てた匿名の患者さんからってやつか？
Were they from an anonymous patient like last time?
そう。でね、配達に来た店員さん。前回も同じ人だったらしいんだけど、生稲さんって言ってね、素直そうな可愛い人なの。
Yep, the same person, according to the flower delivery guy, who seems like a super cute, sincere, honest guy, by the way. You know, I said the same thing. I was thinking the same thing before I have come to the assumption that I have come to. But also, I don't like you saying that. I want you to look only at me, Reikun.
やめとけやめとけ。
I get very
下手に
jealous.
手を出して変な噂を立てられたら困るぞ。
Don't you dare make a move on him. I don't want any sexual harassment happening in my clinic.
失礼ね。手なんか出さないわよ。人を分別のないけだものみたいに言うのやめてちょうだい。
Excuse you, I'm not going to harass him. Don't talk to me like I'm some predator with no restraint. Oh, Ray!
ってそうじゃなくて、花よ花。
Anyway.
今回は赤いゼラニウムって花だったんだけど、その花言葉。なんだと思う？
Anyway, forget about that. Back to the flowers! This time we got red geraniums. Know what they mean in flower language? No idea. With a suggestive smirk, he looked from Taku to me and back.
花言葉なんて知らんぞ。
I don't know about a damn thing about a flower
そんな
language.
に面白い言葉だったのか？
Is it something special or what?
とはは？
What about you, Toa? He's so cute. He's so into it.
さあ、
Dunno. Even if I did, I would say I have no idea. I shrugged and he scowled at me. Then after a moment, he shook it off.
赤いゼラニウムの花言葉はね、あなたがいる幸せですって。
In flower language, red geranium means I'm happy that you're here. Ha! Is it because we men visited Ikuri-san? Or Ikura? Ikuri? Wait, I already forgot his name. Rice guy. Is it because we visited Rice guy that he's giving us the happy you're here? This is getting creepy. He's creeping up on us.
前回のガーベラが崇高美で、今回はあなたがいる幸せよ。なんだか片思いのメッセージみたいでロマンチックじゃ
Last
な
time
い？
was sublime beauty, and now this feels like a romantic confession of one-sided love, don't you think? Yeah, something like that. Also, it's like really thought through. It's definitely flower guy, rice guy, but also this is getting really creepy. You know what I mean? Because he's so adamant about it not being him, and also that he delivered the flowers himself. Is he the only employee there? Makes no sense, right? Has he some kind of fixation on us? Because like in the beginning I was thinking like maybe he's sending them to the clinic because all the people he wounded would go to the clinic, right? And get it checked up there. So I was thinking maybe that, but then again, he was looking at the flowers that were placed in front of Toa and he was like, yeah, happy about that, you know? I don't like that. I really don't. I don't like that he knows where we live too. He clasped his hands together and swooned. Meanwhile, Taku rolled his eyes and sipped his coffee. Apparently he couldn't relate. You know, I think it's really sweet too, as long as I know who the sender is.
ま、そうかもしれんな。
Maybe so, I guess.
やだ。全然
やだ
盛り上がんないし。 つまんない。
Oh my god! You guys are no fun! Wake up! Wake up,
言
sheeple!
われてもな。
It's 2024! I don't know what you're expecting.
もしよ、
Think about it.
送った人が意図的にガーベラとゼラニウムを選んだんだ
What
と
if the
した
sender
ら、
chose gerberos and geraniums on purpose? With a mischievous grin, Ray snuck a conspiratorial glance at me and Taku.
誰のことを思ってるのかしら。やっぱりタク。
Eee! I wonder who they have a crush on. Probably Taku, right? Yeah, I would assume so if I didn't know all the facts. No, you're just being ridiculous. What do you mean
ちょっ
ridiculous?
と
You're hot.
何よその目。人を憐れむような目で見るのやめてくれ
And
る。
aside from being hot, like you have a great personality and you're smart and funny and generous. Like, what's not to like there? Hey, stop that. Don't give me that condescending look. Our utter lack of enthusiasm made Ray pout his lips in defeat. Oh, Ray, baby. I'm so sorry.
送ってきたのは50代から60代くらいの男らしい。
Did you forget the sender is like a 50 or 60-year-old man? Yeah, no, the sender is the guy you met.
50代から60
He
代の
is?
男？なんでそんな
How
こ
do
と
you
知って
know
んの？
that?
花屋の店員に聞いた。
Flower shop guy told us.
って言っても、その特徴に当てはまる患者さんなんてたくさんいるぞ。
I mean, we're not going to be able to narrow it down from just that. Exactly why he chose that, you know?
花を送ってきそうで、シャイで穏やかそうな感じの人よ、きっと。そういう患者さんに心当たりある？
Right? Think of someone who's kind and shy and seems like the type to send flowers. Surely there's going to be someone. Yeah, flower shop guy. Murmuring, Taco folded his arms and tilted his head in contemplation.
なんとも言えんな。医者の前ではみんなおとなしいもんだしな。
Can't think of anyone off the top of my head. My patients don't flirt with me to my face, you know. Yeah, would be awkward. I had a doctor that I thought was very, very nice, and she was only a little older than me. But I would never flirt with her while in a consultation with her. You know what I mean? It's just not something you do.
それもそうね。じゃあ、タクが聞ける範囲で患者さんに聞いてみるの
I
はど
guess they
う？
wouldn't. Well then, what if you started asking them about it whenever they came in?
あなたが花の送り主ですか？
Ask them if they've been sending flowers?
そうよ。
Yeah.
できなくはないが、わざわざ匿名で送ってきてるのに、はいそうですって返事すると思うか
I
な？
mean, I could do that, but if the guy went out of his way to make sure he was anonymous, you really think he's gonna admit it if I ask?
まあ、それもそうよね。
Yeah, I guess not. Ray bit his nail in frustration.
とはいえ、二度あることは三度あるって言うからな。また花が届くかもしれんぞ。
Still, you know what they say, never twice without thrice. Is that the comedy rule? We're probably gonna get more flowers.
その行為自体はとっても嬉しいんだけどね。もらいっぱなしでお礼の一つも言えないなんて、なんだか申し訳
I
なくて。
do appreciate the thought behind it, but like, I feel so guilty that he's paying for it all and we can't even thank him. Yeah, I can understand that.
まあな。
Yeah.
ねえ、やっぱり思ったんだけど、
You know what I think? Ray looked at us pensively.
花を送ってきた人って、もしかしたら本当にタクに思いを寄せてる患者さんなんじゃない
I
かし
think
ら。
the sender's probably madly in love with Taku. I think you're probably way off with that assumption.
なんだって？
What?
それなら匿名にしたいっていう気持ちも理解できるじゃない？しかも男の
I
人
mean,
でしょ？
it makes sense.
だったらなおさ
It
ら。
makes sense why he'd want to stay anonymous, right? Especially since he's a guy. So you're very naive about this. I mean, it would be a nice situation if we didn't have all the other evidence things. You know what I mean? Like all the other clues and stuff going on. Yeah, I know.
やめろ
Oh,
やめろ。
stop! Taku waved a dismissive hand.
もしそうだったら禁断のラブロマンスよ。自分より年下の医者に密かに恋焦がれる老紳士。
Aw, come on! Think of the forbidden romance. An older gentleman passionately in love with his younger doctor.
お前な、人を勝手に妄想に巻き込むなよ。そういうのは頭の中だけでやってく
Listen,
れ。
pal, quit dragging me into your fantasy world. Just keep it to yourself.
ひどい。ちょっといいなって思っただけなのに。ねえ、とは。ねえ、どう思う？
Aw, you suck! I just thought it would be cute, that's all. Right, Toa? Come on, what do you think? Oh god, Ray.
どうで
I
も
don't
いい。
care. Oh,
He don't-
what did you expect? Wow, you both suck! Are you surprised? Why are you surprised, Ray? Not the brightest one, are you? Ray was getting unreasonably worked up. I just ignored him and drank my lukewarm coffee. Okay. Flower language. Finally, it's part of the clues. Finally. Along with the goddess of... What was it? Victory? Was it Nike that they were talking about? Hang on. Goddess of... Oops. Goddess of... Whimsy. Who is the goddess of whimsy? Okay. I was scheduled for work to work the morning shift from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., then returned for the evening shift from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. After that, Arimura took over for me, so I went straight back to my apartment. The period from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. was known as the night shift. This was the longest of the shifts, but in exchange, there were far fewer patients to interact with. True, I would probably do that too. Take that one. As I smoked a cigarette, I contemplated going to the roost, but figured it might wander around town a bit beforehand. Maybe I could find out more about the goddess of whimsy or whatever. Or maybe you could go meet the guy, phrase. Before I go to roost, I'll wander around town. Okay, third exploration. I actually took a break just now, right? Got something to drink and stuff, and I looked up what routes there are, you know, and I actually saw that there's only 4 routes, like 4 love interests, apparently. So I kind of looked into it, and apparently the game is still rather long and like divided by chapters, and the first chapter is 3 explorations. So I might just play the first chapter and then go back to Togaino no Chi. Know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. So, first, move. Okay, let's just go one by one. Murase Clinic. Might find something. Let's go to the mall. Or let's go to the outside of the clinic. Is this our window? Just then, I heard footsteps approaching. Oh, who is it? As I turned the corner, I collided with a guy running at full speed. The one with the... Yeah, it's him! I knew it. You again. Yeah, it's me. Did you know? I'm back on the mainland, and they all think that Takasada Gumi is a construction company, even though they're actually gangsters. Construction company equals Yakuza, and yet barely anyone knows the truth. The thought makes me a little scared of this town. Did you already know that? Yeah. Did you know? There's this artist named Euphoria. Really unique art style. He's a bit of a cult following. Yeah, that's me. Rumor has it, Euphoria himself is pretty psycho, but he's got no shortage of fans who want to be his art model. Wonder why. Scary stuff. Cool. The deathmatch area, I went there, and it's nuts. Bunch of weird guys prowling all over the place. The buildings are falling apart, and everybody's fighting. Plus, there's Yakuza on patrol. Major post-apocalyptic vibes. Going in there is a death sentence. Anyone who likes that place has got to screw loose. Did you know? Debtors who can't make their payments turn into dead weight. Then the cleaners come and pick up that dead weight. I hear they put it to use somehow. One of them is called clean dishes. Why dishes, though? I'm breaking dishes up in here all night. That's why.
Huh.
That's it? What? Nothing. Alright. Thank you, weirdo. What? Okay, whatever. End show residential area. What's with the commotion? So is there a fight? A fight? In the residential area? As I stood around gazing down the street, a flustered man shot past my line of sight. Who? What? Koto! Yo, Toa! Did you see a guy rushing through here? I saw you. He went that way. Cool. Thanks. We were trying to collect his payment when he gave us a slip.
ぞ誰け
Hold it, fuckface. It's all over for you. It's all over. Red color. Interesting. So I wonder if this like affects the painting at the end, because Toa in the beginning of the game he said something like, "Oh yeah, emotions kind of create my art." Very interested in that. Oh hey, you're still here. Yep. Kotaro had returned, dragging something behind him. A guy. Then he flung it at me. It was the guy I saw earlier. His face was now beaten beyond recognition. Jesus. Hi, Ko-chan. God damn it. That was particularly nothing. Practically nothing. Toa, could you help me out? I need to blow up some steam. What? You want to fight me? Does he want reassurance? Respond vaguely? Decline politely. So there's no ending with these guys? That's very disappointing to me. I thought there would be an ending with these guys. He wants reassurance, so let's be positive.
Positive.
Positive. Maybe next time. C'est la vie. Didn't expect the French. I'm tired of hauling his ass, so I guess I'll call him Mayu. He's not with you? Oh, the UI is kind of fucked up. Oh, asshole's not picking up. So if you see Mayu around anywhere, could you tell him I'm looking for him? Sure. He's probably off watching anime. What's up? That's it? Okay. Well, nice seeing you, Ko-chan. Shopping district it is. Maybe I'll find Mayu. Oi! Toa! It's Mayu, isn't it? I turned to find a tall blonde man waving at me in the distance. It is! It's Toa! Hey! Get a load of this. We were trying to get a payment, but Kotaro, he ran off chasing the debtor. Oh, that person has the new Yakimi-chan rubber strap. Lucky. How can you see that from here? Why are you still surprised? Isn't this well established by now? I've got very sharp eyes, like a hawk. Almost as sharp as something else, if you know what I mean. Cannot stop looking at it. That reminds me, Toa. What? Want some candy? Yeah! Yeah! Positive! Turn them down gently. What? Oh yeah, Toa never eats. I forgot. It's your candy. Keep it. You feel bad for me? You're so nice, Toa. Are we? Oh, Mayu! There you are. Come on, we're going back to work. Hi, Kotaro. Roger that. Wee-chan. See you later, Toa. Totally butcher that, whatever. Okay, interesting sideshow, I guess. LilliCup's equivalent. Guess I'll take a little break at Imoto Central Park. Taking a little break usually leads to absolutely nothing, but we'll do it anyway.
Oh,
Toa. Taku? You look happy. Well, you know the old lady at Tachima's, right? Yeah, I found her crouched on the sidewalk in pain, so I carried her back to her shop, and then she gave me some stuff as thanks. Nice! Definitely talking to you now. You can have some too. How about this? He pulled something out of the bag. At first, it looked like a pack of cigarettes, but upon further inspection, I realized they were candy cigarettes. Oh my god! Remember those cigarettes that were like not really cigarettes? They were gum or candy, like chocolate cigarettes. I loved those. I thought it was so fun because I love the aesthetic of smoking. It's so pretty, but I would never smoke myself, and I hate the smell and everything about it, except for the aesthetic. He wants me to accept it. Respond. Accept it. We're going to accept it.
Positive.
Thanks. Say, want something else? You can have more than just that, you know. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. Thank you. No thanks. Don't hold back now. Orange, don't hold back. Don't be shy. Take some more. There's some savory snacks in here too. How about this? Bikatsu? These are my favorite. They're great. Goes well with booze too. But it might be a bit too greasy for your taste. I'll give it a try. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Sounds good. Thanks, Taku. Always a pleasure, big guy. This was great. This was not, like, useless at all. Guess I'll take a look at Kokinoko Bridge. Maybe we'll see Bomb Guy. We haven't seen him yet. AG, I think. Right. This is the big bridge at the southernmost tip of Haguita Street, Shinkomi's main arterial road. It's the only bridge over the sea between districts D and E. No water taxis or underground tunnels. For that reason, you have to take this bridge to get out of District E. That sounds very impractical. Not practical. For the most part, only the locals use this bridge. No tourists. In the early hours, you mostly see students and office workers making their morning commute, but once the sun sets, you start seeing more prostitutes and partygoers. For the residents of District E, this bridge is a vital gateway. Oh, if it isn't Toa. Ray! Where are you headed right now? Into your arms? Just wondering, you? I found a wallet in the park, so I'm gonna take it to the police station. Oh my god! My heart! My heart! This is the best pickup line. Let me join you, please. Oh my god. I love this guy. Toa, I left those madeleines I got on the table for you. Did you eat them yet? This dude makes me so happy. And he's not even real. Positive. I ate it. It was delicious.
Positive.
Thank you. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes you actually do eat stuff of your own volition, eh? On occasion. In that case, I'm gonna go buy lots of different stuff for you. There's so many sweets I want you to try. I love madeleines. Delicious. I said on occasion. I don't eat that much. It's fine. You can eat it whenever you feel like it. God, I feel like I got a stray cat to finally eat some kibble. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Absolutely. Anyway, I gotta go deliver that lost wallet. See you. Oh, that was so nice. Always a pleasure, big guy. Okay, so Haguita Street, District D. Someone I know might be here. AG? I think he's the only one that we haven't met yet, that we usually meet. We could also be meeting, Mop Guy. Forgot his name. Sakaki? Maybe? This is Haguita Street in District D. This road passes through every Shinkomi district from A to E. Wow. If you travel west from Haguita, you'll reach District C. Travel north and you'll reach District B. District D is considered the entertainment district. The greater Abaro neighborhood is located there. It's the biggest district in terms of land. Haguita Street features a wide variety of businesses, from restaurants to recreational facilities to host and hostess nightclubs and more. With the constant traffic, it's the noisiest part of town all year round. You know, if I actually lived in Japan, if I grew up there, I would definitely be a hostess. I think I could do that. As I was walking down the street, I saw Eiji standing outside the convenience store. He was frowning and gazing out at the street like he had something on his mind. Probably like, oh my god, I built a bomb this morning. I totally misplaced it. I knew I had it when I walked out of my apartment this morning. But then I looked later and now it's gone. So did I put it somewhere? Is it timed? If someone dies, will they be able to trace it back to me? Will I even care if they do? He's so cute. I like Eiji a lot. Oh, hello, Toa-san. Hello, Eiji. Is he worried about something? Ask a random question. A random question! Negative. Penny for your thoughts? Oh, it's nothing important. Is it not? I should probably get going. See you again, Toa-san. That's all? I should have said something different, shouldn't I? You know what? I'm gonna go back and write down every answer I gave so that we can do the other routes better. Know what I mean? Whatever. So last one is Roost. Off to Roost! Actually, let me see. Is there anything else we can do? Sometimes we can go back, right? We have no business here. But I guess the green ones are where we actually got something. And the other ones is where we got nothing. Okay. Roost it is. End expiration, yeah. I think this is the last expiration, like I said, for this chapter. Expiration over. Back at the roost! Kind of makes me think of Animal Crossing, if you know what I mean. Right? Doesn't it? Isn't it also called Roost? I'm not sure. Like usual, but with the music and stuff. Like usual, I headed to Roost. As the smooth jazz played overhead, I sat down at the bar. The place was kind of dead, and the manager looked bored. Ray was nowhere to be seen, so he probably wasn't working today. Welcome.
いらっしゃい。
ウイスキーロックで
Whiskey on the rocks! Something different today. The manager promptly started making my drink. A few moments later, he placed a glass full of amber liquid in front of me. Looks pretty. I grabbed it and took a sip, enjoying the burn of the liquor against my throat. Then I pulled out a cigarette. Right as I lit it, however, I realized the manager was staring at me. Can I help you? I tilted my head inquiringly. Then he turned and called to a man sitting at the end of the counter. I'm
お
telling...
待ちかねのユーフ
Oh
ォリア
no,
が来
never
たよ
mind. I was like, oh, maybe it's Flower Guy and he's gonna introduce him to us. But no, it's someone else. Your beloved Euphoria has finally arrived. At this, the man whipped his head up. Thorkun, that's
Thorkun.
Phrase.
誰が
Definitely Flower Shop
プレイ
Guy, I'm telling you! I'm sorry, Cat. Phrase, the artist of the wound photo posted on the blog. Now look at his eyes. He's like, well, I might as well look at the guy. I looked over and my eye widened. See? It's Flower Shop Guy and he's a fan. I knew it. I feel like everyone knew it, but still. Hello. You're really pretty. It was Equina. Equina is in the flower delivery man. Rice Guy. With his glass in one hand and a large paper bag in the other, he rose from his stool and moved over next to me. For a fleeting moment, a familiar scent tickled my nose. It's absinthe. What is that? Absinthe! Wormwood. See, he's drinking it, the freak!
こんばんは。
Good evening. Oh my god. Okay, I know that I've gone over an hour now because I kind of forgot time. I was to my chin. So, this will be the thumbnail and I'll see you in the next week. I don't think we have much left before we go back to Togai no Nochi. But still, this is so exciting! I really want to know what they're talking about. Look at him, he's so cute! And Weeman is really cute too in his own way. In his own weird, drunk way. Whatever. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. Get yourself something delicious to drink that is not absinthe and not straight vodka, whiskey, whatever the shit is. Both of them have weird tastes. Get yourself a nice cup of tea. I recommend Westminster's Prince of Wales. Really, really good. With a little bit of milk and a little bit of honey. Delicious. Anyway, have a nice evening, everyone. Or day, whichever applies. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.